NHS has looked a little bit different throughout 2020 and into 2021 due to the COVID pandemic. We have experienced a lot of change and growth, but there are still so many things that must remain constant in order to become a National Honor Society member, which include academic achievements, building and using leadership skills, and being a positive role model at all times. The students involved in the NHS this year took part in many community service projects. As the summer started to come to an end, we had students help with the 7th grade orientation, which we were able to do both years. This event helped the 7th graders feel more comfortable as they transitioned into junior high. To start off the school year, the Westland Elementary Open House looked a little bit different. We were unable to host the carnival activities as previously done in the past, and due to COVID, only a few of our students were able to help at this event. During parent-teacher conferences, our students were able to assist at the bake sale and babysat for younger kids. Fortunately, we did get to parent-teacher conferences last year, but this year only consisted of one. As Christmas approached, we enjoyed an outing to shop for children in our community. Due to the pandemic, we didn't get to take our NHS end of the year outing last year, but we are hopeful it will be a go for this year. Each year, every NHS member is required to be involved in 2 additional individual service projects. Some students choose to volunteer their time to tutor elementary students, and some volunteer to help at Inspiration House. Some students help landscape for some older couples in the community, while others volunteer their time to help at speech contest. Many will volunteer to help deep clean the weight room this year, even though it isn't the most enjoyable thing to do, and yet others, due to COVID, once again, volunteered their time to make face masks for families. As you all know, there wasn't an induction ceremony for the last year inductees, so this year we will be celebrating and inducting 2 groups, the 2020 incoming members and 2021 new inductees. I would like to congratulate all of the new members on your great accomplishments. At this point in the program, the women's choir will be singing "Bring Me Little Water Sylvie" by Honey Levetter.
Thank you, Women's Choir. I would now like to introduce this evening's speaker. This speaker has been a consistent beaming light of positivity in our Westland halls. As our elementary school counselor, she has made it her mission to do what she can to better the lives and experiences of Westland students and beyond. Helping organize many different school events, such as the annual Veterans Day program, this dedicated individual knows a thing or two about leading and serving others. This is why she's the perfect speaker for us to have at our National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Leah Tweed.
Thank you. The content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become. Good evening. As she said, my name is Leah Tweed, and I have the privilege of sharing with you tonight for your National Honor Society induction. I am really glad to be here in person and gathering together finally. It has been a hard year for so many reasons, but I know that also in all things, we can use tough situations to break us or shape us. And I hope that we can learn how to have a new appreciation for all the little things, which as it turned out are actually pretty big things. As she said, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the elementary counselor here at Westland, and I work with students in TK through 6th grade. I was an elementary school teacher in Sioux Falls for 5 years prior to that, and have now been in my position at Westland for 7 years. So most of you being inducted tonight, I only got to know for a very short amount of time, if at all, before you headed off to junior high. But it's been very fun following you in your different activities and leadership roles that you've taken in over the years. One of the components of my job is to teach character education, and it's something that I deeply value because I feel so strongly that it's one of the most important aspects of anyone's life. The person that you are, the decisions that you make, and the words that you speak matter. And I love being able to play a part in shaping that in young children. Your criteria for becoming a member of NHS is to exhibit scholarship of your grades, leadership skills in your school, church, or community, character traits of honesty, reliability, integrity, cooperation, morality, emotional stability, and be involved in various activities. And when you think about all these components, I think it's important to realize that they're all very connected. Becoming a leader takes character. Being involved in activities takes leadership and cooperation skills. Scholarship takes hard work and dedication. Each day, all of the decisions you make and the things you say lead to who you are and who you will become. I think sometimes as a young person, it's hard to see how the decisions that you make now can truly affect your future. That what you say to that other person in the hallway, or those texts or posts that you make, can have a lasting impact on someone's life. That those decisions that you make when you're just having fun with your friends can actually change the pathway of your future. And it's important to ask yourself, are you making a positive, lasting impact? I believe that life is full of small moments that can have big impacts on our lives. Sometimes it's through the decisions we make, and sometimes it's through our experiences by learning from others. One of my moments came in my 3rd year of teaching. I was in a 5th grade classroom in Hawthorne Elementary in Sioux Falls. And just to give you a little background, our school was very diverse. 56 different languages were spoken. And our student population was 97% free and reduced lunch, which means that most families were living in poverty. My main goal to start out each day was to make sure that each student had been fed, because if they hadn't, it would set a negative tone for our entire day. That year, we happened to have a very large influx of refugees from Africa that came to our school. A boy walked into my classroom one day, and it turns out his story would change my perspective on life and really influence my daily thoughts, choices, and outlooks. He was getting pretty good at speaking English, as he had come to an immersion center to receive skills for getting introduced to a new country for about a year, and then he transitioned into my classroom. He was the most respectful, hardworking little boy. Each day he came to school ready, eager to learn. His actions had a positive impact on my other students too. One day, around Thanksgiving, we were going around the room and asking that classic what are you thankful for question. And you had all the typical responses, things like family, friends, shelter, food. But when it came time for his response, his word was shoes. And all the kids kind of snickered and laughed a little. And I asked him if he would mind just explaining a little bit further for us, and he agreed. He then proceeded to share how his little village in Africa was being swept by war and violence. In fact, he didn't even know where his dad was because he had left to go fight and never returned. An opportunity came up that if they could get to a nearby city, they would have a pathway for citizenship in America. So his mom, 5-year-old sister, 3-year-old sister, 1-year-old brother, they all packed up what they could carry, and they started the 100-mile trip to the city, walking. They had to walk at night because it was so much cooler than in the day. My 10-year-old student had to carry his 3-year-old sister most of the time because she grew too tired to walk, and his mom carried the baby. And did I mention they didn't have shoes? So we walked, night by night, through the desert until they finally arrived at their destination. So on that day, when I asked him, what are you thankful for? And for every single day, his response was, those shoes on his feet. True, complete gratitude. His life experiences shaped his character, motivated his drive to learn, and his positive attitude influenced every other kid in my class that year too. You know those people that you're around and you can't help but feel just joy and positivity? That was him. But he made that choice every single day. He could have used his experiences and felt sorrow, anger, or self-pity, but he chose to search for the good. And he put the work in so that he could give himself a positive future. I would bet that most of you do not have a story comparable to his, but we do have our own struggles that we face in life that can help shape how we will respond to the adversity in our lives. Again, I really feel it comes down to character. The word character has 2 C's in it: choice and consequence. Every single day, we make choices that have consequences, both positive and negative. Your induction into NHS tells me that you are doing your best to make choices in your daily lives that are leading to positive consequences. And if you continue on this pathway, not only does it look good on a college application or resume, that's a big reason, but these are actually foundational skills that are going to shape your life. One of the most impactful things I get to see our NHS students do is go shopping around Christmas time for elementary families, as she mentioned. These are for families in need at our school. We give them an age, gender, and interest list, and they're able to go buy some items so that these families can be blessed at Christmas time. I have to tell you, you may not see the receiving end of these families that you are shopping for and blessing, but you do need to know that this is leadership, caring for your community, and positive character in action. Remember when you were an elementary student and you looked up to the high schoolers and thought they were so big and cool? Well, now that's you. Be the example. Push hard to achieve your goals, but don't stop there. When you achieve them, make new ones. Understand that you're going to mess up sometimes. Learn from it and move on. I've got to be honest with you for a minute. This has been a hard few days for our school and community. But it's in times like these that I really feel allow us real life opportunities for you to step up and be a leader, help others in need, and just offer compassion. I ask you to please consider that and put it into action in the time ahead for your classmate and live this precious life that you've been given, like our sweet Jessica did, with incredible kindness, love for everyone, and the ability to find joy in every single day. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. Watch your thoughts, they lead to your attitude. Watch your attitude, it leads to your words. Watch your words, they lead to actions. Watch your actions, they lead to habits. Watch your habits, they form your character. Watch your character, because it determines your destiny. And the next time you put your shoes on, understand that they are so much more than just shoes. Congratulations on your induction to NHS. I wish each of you nothing but the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Leah, for sharing with us. We appreciate your willingness to give up some of your time to prepare and share with us some of your thoughts and ideas. As a way of saying thanks to you, we would like to give you a small token of our appreciation. We also thank Leah, like she mentioned, for her help each year with our NHS shopping trip at Christmas time and for the giving tree that we work with the student councils at both elementary and junior high and high school levels. She's a much needed piece to getting connected with the families that we give to, and we thank her for that. And now I would like to take a few minutes to inform all of you of Westland National Honor Society's selection process. First of all, it's important for you to know that selection into NHS is a privilege, not a right. Students do not apply for membership. They provide information that's used in the selection process. Students at Westland are given 2 opportunities to be selected into NHS. Those 2 opportunities come in the spring of their sophomore and junior years. NHS members are selected based on 4 qualities given to us by the National Association. As you've already heard, these 4 qualities are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. 5 to 6 standards in each of these categories are given to us by the NHS to help evaluate each student in these categories. Examples of these standards include participating in school activities, demonstrating leadership in the classroom, exemplifying positive attitudes and desirable qualities of behavior, inspiring positive behavior in others, participating in service activities, a willingness to take on difficult or inconspicuous responsibilities, and showing courtesy, concern, and respect to staff and students. Westline candidates must attend Westline for at least 1 semester and meet the scholarship qualities by having a cumulative grade point average of 3.6 or higher as a sophomore, or 3.4 or higher as a junior. At that point, each student is notified of their eligibility and given an opportunity to complete a student activity information form describing their involvement in co-curricular activities, leadership positions, and service, volunteer, and community activities. Students are also asked to describe themselves regarding their character and write a short essay on why NHS membership is important to them. The forms are then shared with our faculty council, which consists of 5 faculty and the NHS advisors. The NHS advisors are not voting members of the council. Upon a thorough review of the forms and other information obtained from the remainder of the Westland faculty and staff, the faculty council evaluates those students who have demonstrated qualities consistent with the NHS standards. Individual letters are then given to the students regarding the faculty council decision. Once an NHS student is on NHS, they must maintain a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 to remain a member of our National Honor Society. As has been mentioned, with the COVID shutdown in the middle of March last year, we were unable to hold our induction ceremony for last year's inductees. Therefore, even though those 2020 inductees have been full members of our NHS this year, we want to take the time to recognize them tonight and fully induct them into our NHS along with this year's new inductees. As Haley has already mentioned, our NHS has been quite active this year with volunteer opportunities in our school and in the community. If at any time you have any new ideas or projects for our group, we encourage you to visit with one of us. We're continually looking for new ways to serve our Westland communities. And now at this time, we will move into the induction ceremony itself. beginning with our officers, who will share a little more regarding scholarship, service, character, and leadership.
The burning candle is the emblem of the society's purpose, to bear forward the searching of truth, to lead that others may follow in the light, to keep burning in our school a high ambition for the enduring values of life, and to serve. These purposes are symbolized in the candle. The emblem of this society is the keystone and the torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters C, S, L, and S, which stand for the 4 principles of this organization. The membership of the Westland Chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 principles held in high esteem by the society. These qualities will now be reviewed by the officers. First, I will share about the leadership portion of NHS. Typically, when people visualize leadership, they think of popular social figures, those in government, or celebrities. Though some think of leadership on a smaller scale as well. Many will first imagine our small-town mayors, our school board, or even our student council. Though these are all good examples of leadership, Westland's National Honor Society members are not expected to obtain positions of leadership. In fact, they already have one, as Westland's upperclassmen. In NHS, our members are expected to act as good role models simply by leading by their example each and every day. Throughout the Westland halls, current and future NHS members are what the underclassmen and beyond look up to. Fellow students watch them display positive attitudes about their school, give their best efforts in all their activities, and portray kindness through their words and actions. By doing these things, NHS members set the precedent for how Westland students should act. Without them, our school wouldn't have the exceptional reputation it has today. Though being Westland's group of leaders isn't considered to be effortless, NHS members have to be conscious about their words and actions each and every day. A lot of the time, this means speaking up when a classmate is treating another poorly, giving an honest effort in all their classes, and not giving in to peer pressure. All of those tasks, and many more, are absolutely not easy to do. But NHS members recognize that these actions are necessary to portray good leadership throughout the Westland community. All in all, our 10th through 12th grade NHS members take pride in their ability to lead their peers in the right direction because they care about the character of their community as a whole.
Each member of the National Honor Society has shown great dedication to their education. They have prioritized learning not only in school, but in life. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. Now, in order to learn, each and every one of you had to be willing to spend time studying, learning through experiences, and listening to others in order to be taught. These students spend all of their time doing this because they know how a well-cultivated mind will benefit them for the rest of their lives. Knowledge is one of the greatest elements in life, and for that reason, scholarship does not end after our formal education does. For education ends only with life itself. I want to encourage all of you to continue to challenge yourselves so that you may take advantage of your God-given talents. The knowledge that you acquire can lead to success, but that success can only be obtained through diligence and effort. Continue to put in that effort and strive for your greatest potential. And in return, you will retrieve one of the greatest gifts a person can obtain, wisdom.
Character. The definition of character is the force within each individual that distinguishes that person from others. Character is the strength and originality in the person's nature. Your character is important because having a magnetic personality will attract other people to you. Attracting others to your personality and character will make them want to have good character as well, creating better people in a world that can sometimes be filled with people. By demonstrating sincerity, honesty, and reliability, the members of the Westland National Honor Society hope to create a good example of character. Character is not received, but achieved. John Wooden, an influential and inspirational basketball coach for the University of California at Los Angeles, had great statements on character development and how to earn it. Be more concerned with your character than with your reputation. Your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. This quote from Wooden shows us, as students, that we must be humble and work to build our character without the distraction of worrying if others are watching. You can work hard to get where you want to go, but you must not care about who is watching you when you get there. This inspirational piece is from Wooden as well. Ability may get you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Remember that character is the power that makes us great, because in the end, we are judged more by what we are than what we have done.
My office is about service. Service is providing a meaningful task or operation for someone. With the world that we are living in today, opportunities to serve are all around us. However, service comes in two different forms, paid or voluntary. With that being said, a qualification for NHS is voluntary service. Helping others by volunteering our time and abilities is a very important part. We need to want to work to see a benefit for those who need it, without being paid or getting recognition. However, voluntary service is not about how many hours you log, but should be about having a good attitude of service with putting others before oneself. Some of the different community service projects that we have done as a chapter are about gifts and much needed items for families in the community, provided childcare during parent-teacher conferences, helped out at the elementary carnival, and assisted with incoming 7th grade orientation. Some other individual volunteering that members have done are coaching younger kids in youth sports, assisting in running sport activities at school, and working with churches to build needed items. With time being the one resource that no one seems to have these days, we make sure to make a difference when we volunteer by making it a memorable experience. In conclusion, I will say we are all committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities for the creation of a better tomorrow, that service is a characteristic that all age individuals should have. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Everybody can be great because anybody can serve."
At this time, we would like to induct our 2020 inductees from last year. We will do this in alphabetical order. As I read the names, each inductee will walk across the stage, light their candle, and receive an NHS membership card and a printed National Honor Society Constitution. The 2020 National Honor Society inductees are Grace Bowder, Andrea Bonson, Gail Ballett, Easton Fleshman, Mallory Gramstead, Morgan Gropel, Isabel Heyer. Amy Hungerdorn. Hannah Heiser. Courtney Jensen. Shelby Hellenberger. Dayton Knobloch. Darren Vandering. Xavier Metzger. Brooklyn Meyer. Jabin Meyer. Mallory Mogler. Jamie Moser. Dawson Rivera. Zachary Severson. Manny Snyder. Rachel Thompson. And now we will induct our new 2020 NHS members. We will do this in alphabetical order by grade. Chloe Vogt. Jasmine Dazen. Shay Langenhorst. Katrina Lombard. Madison Newberg. Ella Versteeg. Kendra Vogt. Randy Childress. Maddie DeYoung. Lily Fike. Monica Garcia. Ann Huggendorn. Maddie Johnson. Tara Knapp. Corey McKinney. Stan Meester. Adi Palma. Gina Snyders. Emily Turley. Congratulations to these new members. Now we would like to ask the current NHS members to turn and face the audience. Ready?
All right, you may turn around and see. New inductees and last year's inductees, you may blow out your candle. And Mrs. Tweed just told me that they had to memorize that. So you should really be thanking me that I didn't make you sit this morning until you had it memorized. In closing, I would like to congratulate the inductees from last year and this year. I'm looking forward to working with each of you and getting to know you better. I'd also like to reiterate the thank yous that are already in the program. Once again, especially to Leah Tweed for speaking tonight, to Mr. Van Huysen and the Women's Choir for singing, to Jody Heyer for helping in all ways possible for every school organization that we have, including National Honor Society. Also to the parents and our counseling intern, Whitney, for the help that they are willing to give us in the kitchen tonight to help us with our ice cream social. And to all the current members that have helped set up for tonight and will help tear down, right? At this time, we ask all the new inductees and all the current members to stick around for some group pictures, and the rest of you are invited over to the kitchen area for ice cream sundaes. Thank you for coming.